Hello everyone, welcome to Big Sky Ballpark and the Marauders versus the Grazers here on Cheese League Baseball. Today the Marauders have Brock Farley on the hill and the Grazers have Hetty Robertson.
The first baseman, number 8.
Lila Quinto steps in. First baseman. And quickly, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Nope, high.
Okay, I apologize folks, we're having a little technical difficulties here at Cheese League headquarters. And batter's walked.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Brings up Brandon McLongthrope, the third baseman for the Marauders. Runner on first. And strike. Ball outside from Robertson. Ball high. And K-Man is activated for Robertson. That was hit into the Grazers dugout. And Robertson can't make that. Justice Berg will take it, but throws down not in time. So Joaquin Buck comes in, left fielder, with 2 on, no outs here in the top of the first. Ball outside. Buck looks at one. Oh, that crosses up the catcher. So off Sparks' glove, and the runners advance. Counts 3-1. Now runners on second and third, and he walks. So Buck is walked. That brings in Tugger Gentry.
Number 29.
And fouls that one off. Grounded to Newton at first. The run scores, but there's 1 out now. Xerox Liu is in. Second and third still, 1 out. Liu having a pretty good season so far. 438, a homer, 3 RBIs. Quickly, 2 balls. And that's down. So 3-0. And strike 1. Looks like 98 in the gun there. And 86 from Robertson. K-Man is activated. A little stutter in the action. That's grounded. 2 Hatter for out number 2. The run scores. All right, I apologize, folks. A couple of hiccups here in the action as Stetson Fuller comes in. 0-1. Runner on third. 2 outs. Strike 2 to Fuller. K-Man is activated. And, ooh, slider there. And 3-2 now to Fuller. Grounded to Austin for the final out of the inning. So the Marauders strike first. 2 runs in the top of the first as Grazers come up to bat. Tony Austin steps in. You can see 9 RBIs, 2 homers, batting .500. He is among the league leaders. Farley sports a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, change, and curve. That one is out to Gentry. Justice Berg steps in. And inside, strike 1. Floater. And quickly 0-2. Berg also having a nice start to his season. That one looped into center field for a base hit. And 2-0 now. Apologize. 1 on, 1 out is what I meant to say. Pepperonis to Gentry to, not able to complete. All right, folks, I apologize for all the odd cuts, but we are back. Harley Stevenson in. So 2 outs, runner on first. Farley looking comfortable. Not a big velocity guy, but good on junk and accuracy. I say that, and he throws the ball inside. Almost hits Stevenson's knees. And she swings through strike 2. So 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner goes, and strike 3. So we go to the top of the second. Marauders lead it 2-0. 7, 8, 9 hitters come up. Wilder plows. Again, I apologize for the weird cuts. Experiencing some technical difficulties up here in the booth at Geek Cheese headquarters. That's hit foul down the line and gets into the crowd. See the Grazers fans sporting the Grazer yellow, and the Marauders fans sporting the Marauder moon, and Plows strikes out. Marauders maroon. I do enjoy the Marauders M on their hats. The old school gothic looking M. Tater Pepperoni steps in. Fan favorite of the Marauders. And looks at a low ball 1. The crowd really wanted that one. And low ball 2. So 2-2 now to Pepperonis. And grounded to Hatter for out number 2. Andrew Cochran comes in. His first at-bat of the season. He's the catcher today for the Marauders. Looked like that was 99 on the gun for Robertson. And past the diving Robertson to Hatter for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the second. Marauders still lead at 2-0. And Dallas Hatter steps in, second baseman. Little stutter here in the action. Some of the issues that we've been experiencing here in the booth. We're looking into it. And grounded. No issue there for Pepperonis for out number 1. Chirp Earp comes in. Left fielder for the Grazers. Grounded to Pepperonis at second for out number 2. So quickly 2 outs as Class Sparks steps in. Catcher 5 ribbies already this season. Looks at strike 1 from Farley. And strike 2, good breaking ball. Try to get him chase outside. The 1-2 count. And high ball 2. And fouled off to the left. And popped up. Is Quinto going to be there? She cannot make the play. Fouled away again. Still 2-2. And now full count to Sparks. Hits one down into the left field corner. Played there by Buck. And that's going to hold. It's going to hold him to a single here. So 2-out single as Aria Torres comes in. Also has 5 ribbies. Lots of these Grazer players have lots of RBIs. They're a big, heavy hitting team. That's grounded, 2 Pepperonis and should be, and it is out number 3. So we go to the top of the third now. The Marauders, I apologize, still lead at 2-0 as Lila Quinto steps in. Feeling quite tense, hitting 235 so far this season for the Marauders. And a high strike. 2-1 now. And strike 2. K-Man activated for Robertson. And that's fouled away. Off to the right side. 2-2 now. That one's hit high. And I think she just got under that. That's a towering pop-up. Desperazza out there in center field for out number 1. So Ray McLongthrope comes in. 1 for 1 already today with a single. That's a ball low. 96 on the gun. Nice little slider there. Ball 2. 2-1 now. And the 2-2 to McLongthrope. K-Man activated. Power versus righties is activated though. And McLongthrope hits a grounder up the middle for a base hit. So Joaquin Buck steps in. He walked his last time up. Very good speed on the bases. McLongthorpe is a speedy, and that's safe. Throw over, as I was just saying that. And she goes, and safe. So stolen base for McLongthorpe. The 1-2 count now on Buck. And ball 2 outside. They throw. Try to get her leaning, but she dives back in safe. And ball 3. So full count now to Buck. And he hits that one well. Into center field. That is going, gone. And into the upper deck. An absolute tank for Joaquin Buck. 428-foot shot. His 3rd homer of the year, 5th RBI. And the Marauders take a 4-0 lead.
Number 29.
Tugger Gentry steps in. That was an absolute bomb by Buck. And ball on the outside part of the plate. And brushing him back now, 3-1.
Take your base.
And he walks. So Gentry's on with a walk.
Now batting.
Xerox Liu steps in 0-for-1. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. And strike 2. It's a ball high. The 1-2 now to Liu. And grounded to Berg. So Berg throws it into right field. And E5 there.
The center fielder, number 50.
So Stetson Fuller comes in with 2 on, 1 out in the top of the 3rd. And that is a little stutter there again. And fouled off. Grounded to Robertson. She goes to Hatter for 1 and onto Newton for the double play. So Marauders get 2 here. They lead at 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Memphis Newton steps in. Takes his merry time, dusting off his cleats. And strike 1 in the inside corner. The 1-2 now to Newton. High fly ball, but foul down the left field line. Strike 3. Tony Austin steps in, shortstop for the Grazers. And strike 1. And ooh, that looked like a good pitch. 2-1 now. That one's hit. And right at Buck. Round number 2. Justice Berg 1-for-1 today with a single. Looks at strike 1. 2 outs here, bottom of the 3rd. Marauders lead at 4-0. Whiffer is activated for Berg. And he fouls it off. That's popped up. Should be a can of corn there for Buck. Oh, it's off the wall. He plays it off the carom quite well. And there's a little bit of a fake out there. I thought that he cruised right under that, but that got off the big wall. It was off the Marauders bullpen out there. One of the bullpens. Esperanza comes in now. So runner on second, 2 outs. That's fouled off.
Ball inside.
And the 1-2 now to Esperanza.
Strike 3.
And strike 3. Very mad. Very, very upset, Esperanza. So 4-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. 7, 8, 9 hitters up for the Marauders.
Now designated hitter. Now pitching.
And they're pulling Robertson, and they're going to go with Wheeler out of the bullpen. And strike one. 1-1 now to Plows. Hatter dives. Throws the first for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 44. Strike.
Tater Pepperonis comes in. Looks at a ball outside. And strike two. So the 1-2 to Pepperonis. High 2-2 now. Grounded again to Hatter. For out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, number 30. Strike.
That'll bring up Andrew Cochran 0 for 1 in his first plate appearance of the season. And the 2-2 now to Cochran. And strike 3, looking strike 3. So Cochran 0 for 2 in his first 2 plate appearances of the season. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Grazers. Stevenson 0 for 1. And at Stevenson's last at bat is where we started experiencing some of those technical difficulties. Foul ball. That's inside. Ball 2. So the 2-2 now to Stevenson. And ripped right to McLongthrope at third. Across the diamond for out number 1. Dallas Hatter steps in 0 for 1. Farley looking locked in as Hatter fouls that one right back. Looping curveball up the middle. So Hatter's on with a 1-out single. And Chirper steps in 0 for 1 as well.
Number 18. Strike.
Strike on the inside part of the plate. And that's fouled back. High pop-up to right field. Liu is there for out number 2. So Class Parks comes in. He's 1 for 1 with a single today. 2 outs, runner on first. And Sparks swings at the first pitch. And again, Liu should be no issue. And it's not. Out number 3. So we go to the top of the 5th now. Top of the order due up for the Marauders. They still lead at 4-0.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 8.
Lila Quinto comes in. Marauder first baseman. Looking tense. That's hit well down the right field line, but foul. And strike 2. 0-2 now to Quinto. Ball outside, so the 1-2 now. And nubbed to Hatter for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 46.
So Raina McLongthrope comes in, third baseman. And that one's blooped into left field for a base hit.
Now batting, the left.
So Joaquin Buck comes in now, 1 for 1, homer, walk, and they throw over. She's safe. Now McLongthrope did have a stolen base earlier in the game. And she goes again. And she has 2 stolen bases today. And they throw. Oh, and the throw goes into center field. Esperanza's there, recovers, throws it. McLongthorpe gets the third base. And Buck fouls that one back. So 2-2 to Buck. Hit into the gap in right center. Run scores. And Buck will be in there with a stand-up double. So the Marauders take a 5-0 lead.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Tugger Gentry up, 0 for 1, and Wheeler's out. Petrie Dorsey's in. Grounded to Austin at short for out number 2. Xerox Liu, 0 for 2 today. Ball inside. Grounded. Should be no problem there for Hatter, and it's not. Out number 3. So the Marauders get 1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 8-9-1 up for the Grazers. Aria Torres leads it off this inning. Popped up. Quinto there. Leans over the Grazer dugout for out number 1. Memphis Newton. Grazer first baseman. That one's popped up. That gets into the crowd though. Grounded to Pepperonis for out number 2. Tony Austin steps in. Shortstop. Looks at strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. That one's hit. And, oh, almost trapped there by Buck. Did the best that he could to keep it in front of him. As Justice Berg comes in. He's 2 for 2. Double and a single today. So runner on first. 2 outs. And it's a ball inside. Grounded to McLongthorpe for out number 3. So the Grazers leave a runner on base, again unable to capitalize as we head to the top of the 6th. Stetson Fuller comes in. 0 for today. Ball to Fuller. That one's hit very well, but foul. The full count now on Fuller. Grounded to Newton for out number 1. Wilder Plows steps in 0 for 2 today. That one's hit. It is high. I don't think it has the distance, and it doesn't, as Esperanza's there to put it away. Round number 2. Tater Pepperonis. Looking tense. I'd like to get a hit today. And he doesn't. He lines out to Hatter for out number 3. And just like that, we go to the bottom of the 6th. As Miguel Esperanza steps in. 0 for 2 today. Looking to start something for the Grazers. Grazers have 5 or 6 hits today, but they're just unable to string them together for a run, and he strikes him out. Harley Stevenson comes in, 0 for 2. And that was my desk moving around here in the studio. Apologize for that weird noise. 2-2 now to Stevenson. And that's hit well into right field, but Liu is there for out number 2 as Dallas Hatter steps in. 1 for 2 with a single. I thought that that was actually going to drop in for a hit, but Liu was there to track it down. That one is hit and curves just foul.
Inside.
The 2-2 now to Hatter. Hit, but right at Buck for the final out of the inning. So we go to the top of the 7th now. 9-1-2 up for the Marauders. They still lead at 5-0. Andrew Cochran steps in.
Strike. That's inside. Ball inside. Strike.
And strike 2 to Cochran.
Inside.
Full count now. That's grounded to Newton for out number 1.
Now batting, the first
Lila
baseman,
Quinto,
number 8.
0 for 2 today.
Strike.
See Dorsey's velocity, junk accuracy not going down too much. He's doing a pretty good job coming out of the bullpen.
That's inside.
2-1 now to Quinto. ERA has dropped a little bit at 9.53. That's grounded up the middle for a base hit. And Quinto's on. The 1-out hit here in the top of the 7th. And that brings up Raina McLongthrope, who's on fire, as you can see. Absolutely on fire. 3 for 3 today. 3 for 3, 2 stolen bases, I might add. And 1-2 now to McLongthrope. She bloops that one into right field, and that's a fair ball. Runner goes to third. McLongthrope, 4 for 4 today. That brings up Buck. He's has a homer, a double, a walk.
That's inside.
He's having himself a game. Let's see if McLongthrope takes second at some point during this at bat. That's ripped right at Austin, and that's it. They'll just get the 1 out. So Tucker Gentry up now, 0 for 2. 2 outs, runners on the corners. That's hit right at Austin. What a diving catch to end the inning. So 6, 7, and 8 up now for the Grazers. This is their last chance. Chirper steps in, 0 for 2. Strike 1. And ooh, that looks pretty good. That one's hit quite well as Liu, yeah, Liu tracks it down. I didn't think he was going to get there either. Again, but Liu is tracking down fly balls out there in right field. Class Sparks now, the Grazers catcher. That's grounded. Infield was playing back, but Pepperoni's is there. Now the Grazers are down to their last out as Von Crum comes in relief of Farley. Surprised they didn't let him just finish out this game. Popped up, should be an out, and yep, Buck tracks it down, out number 3, and the Marauders win. They came to this game 2-2, so they improved their record. 3-2 now on the year, and the Grazers now 3-3 on the year, I believe. Again, some of the teams have played more or less games, and that will all even out as we go throughout the season. So Marauders win. Here are the lines: 5-7-0 for the Marauders, 0-5-1 for the Grazers. I think that actually might be the first time the Grazers are held scoreless this whole season so far. So big hits, definitely from Buck on the Marauders side. And again, Raina McLongthrope, look at that. 4 for 4. And 4 for 4, 3 runs, 2 stolen bases too, I might add. She's definitely in the running for player number 1 of the game. We'll have to see. On the Grazer side, Berg had a good game, 2 for 3. And other than that, you know, not much production. So Farley gets the win, pitched 6 2/3. Von Crum comes in for the final out there. Robertson gets the loss. And here they are, the 1, 2, and 3 players of the game. So Joaquin Buck gets the shout out as the number 1 player. 2 for 3, homer, double, 3 RBIs, a run scored. Farley, again, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and there it is, Raina McLongthrope. 3 runs, 2 stolen bases, as she was 4 for 4 today. So that will be it for us here at Geek Cheese Baseball. Sorry, Cheese League Baseball broadcast here on Geek Cheese. It's been a heck of a game. Again, apologize for some of the technical issues that we've had during this game. We're hoping to fix those for the next round, and we hope to see you here again on Geek Cheese League Baseball. Marauders win. Have a good one. Bye.